Hello, what's up, YouTube? So, I'm trying something a little different this time. I wanted to give my thoughts on the Golden Apple Archipelago event rerun, because I definitely have some thoughts on it. First, let me say the good about it. I think in terms of character development and story, this is easily one of the best events Genshin has done. I can't say for certain, like, it's the absolute best event, because I haven't... Fuck, I died. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I was saying that for a returning player, this is easily one of the best events I've seen Genshin do in the 3 months since I've been back. In terms of story and characters, Kazuha turned from a character that I had some decent interest in into someone that makes me really glad I got to see one of him. I never imagined he would have a past like that. Ooh, that's actually really good. Anyway, yeah, Kazuha is now one of my favorite characters because of his character and story interaction in the Golden Apple Archipelago rerun. And Xinyan, oh boy, Xinyan. I had basically no interest in her as a character until this event, where now I realize that she is always just powering through everything with optimism and a smile, and honestly, it's really inspiring. As for Official, oh my gosh, they did my girl so much justice. I love it. Get off the pillar. Yeah, they did Official so much justice and finally showed off her past, and I loved every bit of it. And it actually made me want to reform my team around her, honestly. Just so I'm able to use her more. I never imagined she had... Well, no, I did imagine she had some insecurities, but I didn't imagine they would run that deep. As for Mona's... Oh man, I never would have imagined that being able to see the burden of others' destinies, they went as dark with it as they can. And I absolutely respect MiHoYo for showing that. So yeah, in terms of characters and such, this event was fantastic. I really hope that whoever they have doing the story and writing for this, that they'll be involved in future events and stories. That said, I do think in terms of exploration, the original Golden Apple Archipelago event was far, far superior to this. Let me start with Kazuha's Island. I hate it. I hate the fact that it literally takes forever to do anything because you have to go back and just put the pieces in place to change the island over and over again, and there's like multiple combinations. And it's just annoying. It's just absolutely annoying to do. I hated Kazuha's Island. I hope they don't do something else like that again. Xinyan's Island, they had a bit of the island ship mechanic as well, but they mostly incorporated the musical elements into it, and I really enjoyed it. Xinyan's Island, I really had a lot of fun with. Official's Island, oh my gosh, what did they do? First off, I love the castle that they did for it. It's great. What's not great is the gimmick of that island, which is listening to these ravens talk and then determine who done it, essentially. Now, the problem with that is they don't have names. So when you confirm a target, it's just confirm, confirm, confirm. You literally have to back up, so you're only having one target to select. And if you get it wrong, congratulations. You gotta listen to that spiel all over again. I absolutely hated that shit. And they had a cute thing going. They had a cute thing going with the theater. They had a very cute thing going with the theater. Listening to it once, that's alright. Listening to it 4 times and it taking up like a total of an hour of just listening to statues talking, which doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. It was a cute idea, but they extended it for way too long. So yeah, Fischl's Island, unfortunately... Yeah, Fischl's Island, unfortunately, was kind of lackluster. Just because they overdid something. Now, Mona's Island. I actually think it's the second best island. There were a few puzzles that stumped me. I am tits for brains after all, so that's to be expected. But there were some legit clever puzzles and some really good side quests there that actually made me feel.
Time to act.
It really had me having to pick out my own brain in order to get my treasure chest. Yep, as chat can confirm there, I am tits for brains. But it was really fun. Really fun to try to figure out all the solutions. And again, I got stumped a few times, but it definitely had some of the most satisfying gameplay out of the islands. So, I hated Kazuha's Island. I love Zinyan's Island. Fischl's Island, they screwed over, other than the aesthetic. Love the aesthetic. And Mona's Island, I really liked. Second favorite island. As for the domains, Kazuha's domain, it was okay. It was okay. I liked the gimmick there. It did get a little bit annoying, but it was alright. It was alright. Zinyan's domain, I loved Zinyan's domain, where you're constantly trying to figure out all these musical puzzles, and it was just really fun. Fischl's domain... Okay, I've heard conflicting things about this. But Fischl's domain, if you're playing with a PS4 controller, figuring out the solutions with the puzzles is unfortunately a bitch, because the sensitivity on PS4 controller, it ain't that good for there in particular. I love the aesthetic of Fischl's domain, but I absolutely hated just how sensitive everything was, and it made me spend way too long on things than I should have. As for Mona's domain, it had, again, one of the best puzzles there, and it actually stumped my brain a few times. But it also had some really, really creative stuff there that I absolutely enjoyed. Like one puzzle where you have to find a chest by looking literally under the water beneath your feet to see the reflections. Like there was one where you know these elemental pillars, alright, you activate all of them to activate the thing. So they're all water pillars, and I shoot a water arrow at all 3 of them. They don't activate. My friend Lane points out, look under the water, and you see reflections of their actual element. And that was really freaking smart. The constellations also, while some of them didn't have proper hints, really clever. yeah, Mona's Domain, a lot of fun. I thought I would hate it because of all the puzzles, but with Lane helping me there and me doing quite a bit more than I expected, I had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, I think the Golden Apple Archipelago, the story for the original was alright, but the exploration was amazing. Oh! Hey, thank you for the Ko-fi donation! I'm definitely keeping that in. I have to check that. I have to check that real quick. I apologize, YouTube, but I got my priorities. Thank you so... Oh my gosh, Shard! Shard, thank you. Oh my gosh. Shard, you the champion with $100 donation. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's so generous of you. It made me lose track of my thought for a moment, but this is more important. Anyway, it's actually funny because the original Golden Apple Archipelago had a amazing exploration, alright story. I would actually say it's the reverse now. Well, not entirely, but amazing story and character development for everyone. And exploration wasn't alright. It was good. But it wasn't amazing like it was last year. Honestly, if they could give us the exploration that we had last year and this level of character development again with the next Golden Apple Archipelago, I think we'd have one of the best Genshin events. I'd honestly say this is one of the best Genshin events. Though, I do have to say, one of my biggest problems is a lot of the rewards feel like you're putting in more effort than you should. Like, there's a lot of puzzles and such that you think you would get, like, 5 primos or 10 primos. Just something more than a common chest. There was legit a number of times where I spent, like, 3 to 4 minutes just doing what the puzzle asked me, and I get a common chest. Not even, I forget what the second chest above that is called, but, you know, the one that's not just pure wood, not just a common chest. A lot of the exploration rewards...
Take it easy.
Okay, I'm not going to say a lot, but quite a number of exploration awards really feel unsatisfying. And I'm not even saying that, like, in terms of pure primos. It's just... when you spend a while on a puzzle and you only get a common chest instead of the chest that gives you, like, 5 primos and a few other nice things, it doesn't feel rewarding. Like, perfect example. In Fischl's Domain, there are 5 Night Watch contracts you have to find. They're probably one of the hardest things to find in terms of exploration in that domain. And what do you get for finding them? Fast travel points on the island. Okay, harmless. What do you get for finding all of them? A common chest. For exploration, that would probably take you well over 2 hours. Absolutely not worth it, and I would not blame anyone for not wanting to complete this event, because there are just some things that take way too long to do, and it's just like, yeah, people might have as like a counter defense of, oh, what, you have a problem with more content? No, what I have a problem with is when you give me a puzzle and it takes me quite a bit to do, I expect the reward to be at least worth it. Or otherwise, I'm honestly not gonna do it. I like to value my time, you know. So yeah, that basically, yeah, to sum up my thoughts on the Golden Apple Archipelago event, Rerun, fantastic character development, fantastic stories for the characters,
Take it easy.
good exploration, half and half on how I feel with the islands, and some of the treasures just are not worth the time it takes to go through it all. Alright, chat. Everyone say hi to YouTube if you're there. Shout out, spam alerts. Let them know you're there. This is the first time I'm doing a video like this, and if you guys like stuff like this, I'll probably do more post thoughts for things like this. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you next time, everyone. Bye!